With the 2024 primary election now certified, we are set to see some changes at City Hall. City Council President Nick Mosby lost to Councilman Zeke Cohen in the race for the top spot on the council. In the 12th district, Jermaine Jones beat incumbent Robert Stokes by just a couple of hundred votes in a really tight race. In the 11th district, newcomer Zac Blanchard ousted Councilman Eric Costello by just 48 votes in the closest race in the Baltimore City primary. Fox 25's Maxine Stryker sat down with Blanchard today to talk about his future goals in office. She joins us now live with more. Maxine.
Well, Mary and Kai, it was a surprising upset that truly came down to the wire, and with no Republican challenger, Blanchard says he's ready to get to work.
A Marine veteran, neighborhood association president, high school football coach, and father, Zac Blanchard will presumably soon be adding another title to his resume as the District 11 city councilman.
You told me that politics weren't really something that you dreamed about, but you felt that your district specifically needed change. Why is that?
A lot of frustrations with the political establishment, but it was kind of particularly with Councilman Costello, who I ended up running against.
You beat Councilman Costello, who has, been serving that community for a decade.
Yeah.
What does that feel like? A
lot of more politically connected folks were like, "Hey, just wait your turn. This isn't the time." And I really felt like someone needed to run.
But it turns out it was his time. Utilizing public financing, Blanchard garnered financial support from about 400 people across the city, ultimately running a well-funded race against the incumbent councilman who received the backing of Governor Wes Moore.
It came down to, what, 48 votes?
Yeah, the final count, yeah. And it was closer than that for most of it.
And were you expecting it to be that close?
We were actually thinking it was going to be really close. And certainly didn't know we were going to win.
Blanchard says it's all a testament to his vision.
So how will you be different?
One thing that's huge for me, and it's been huge even since before I was running, the abandoned housing crisis.
Any specific ideas come to mind already
Absolutely.
that you've thought about?
Yeah, so on the policy side, something that I've been beating the drum on for a while is a vacancy tax. So about half of the abandoned properties in the city pay less than $250 a year in taxes. So increasing the tax that those property owners pay to incentivize them to rehab and reoccupy the property or to sell to someone who's in a better position to do so is a great way to align private interest with public interest.
Another issue he hopes to tackle, quality of life crime.
In your district, something we have heard from your constituents is, especially as we head into summer, dirt bikes are an issue, especially in that key highway area. What would you like to see done, and what will you do about that?
I'm a big proponent of narrowing Key Highway and Light Street, to discourage dirt biking, looking at things like potentially speed bumps, all that type of stuff. We have to get serious about it.
Is that feasible, though?
It's just going to discourage dirt biking and all those types, dirt biking, drag racing, all those types of things that everyone who lives by there knows is a massive quality of life issue.
And it's illegal. Would you like to just see them off of the streets?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Violent crime is also top of mind, especially when it comes to young people. Blanchard says he found himself a victim of crime last year, robbed at gunpoint by juveniles.
It was 3 p.m., biking home from work, had a package outside the door, brought the package inside, came back out, a couple young people, right there, whatever your age, making sure that we're holding those people accountable and providing the services to make sure that that doesn't happen again.
He's a big proponent for more programs for youth, better education, and vocational training.
And that's something that I will be fighting for Digital Harbor High School, helping it become the type of place that has both, really good vocational pathways as well as something like Poly's Ingenuity program. In 4 years, when we're having this conversation again, and you're like, was it successful? I think the two things that I would like people to judge me on are the abandoned housing crisis in the district specifically. We have about 500 of them now. So something closer to about half that number. And then, a couple things like Digital Harbor High School where we're seeing exactly what I mentioned.
Well, I know we'll talk before 4 years from now, but let's sit back down then and we'll make it a point and we'll see where we got.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.